Hello and welcome back to a long overdue rambling hour. Where
we've been too busy, as usual.
Today Tox is making me play something called the excavation of Hobbs Barrow, and I'm digging the kind of rocky synthwave music we're having here.
Alright, yeah. Do not press continue, because that's my playthrough.
Alright, we're gonna be playing a new game. So, ooh, spooky. Why do you want me to play this game?
Because I think you'll like it.
Okay.
You'll see why, I think.
What kind of game is it even? A point and click?
Of course it's a point and click. It's what Jedi, I think.
Yeah, that name doesn't ring a bell.
Gemini Rule?
Oh, I've heard of that game. I don't think I've played it.
I think it's definitely related, at least.
Okay.
I don't know who made it, but I think Budget Eye was involved at some spot.
Okay.
Maybe even Engine, because it looks very similar.
Oh no, an old man.
Hello!
Miss Bateman, welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
Yes, it's been quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Is this whether to be smoking outside?
Is it not?
This was before smoking bans, sir.
He's in front of a hospital, so he's not allowed
Makes her
inside.
cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
Oh, famous last words.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on.
No.
Give my regards to
You're not
your
even
father.
responding, so no.
Miss Bateman is preparing his supper. You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside.
Where's my
That's
cursor?
your death out here.
Ah, okay. This was cutscene.
Yeah, it's entirely a cutscene.
It was a bit of an odd pause. I was like, wait. Ooh, blood and roots and ooh.
Ooh!
And we cut to a coal train.
Dearest mother, I hope this letter will reach you.
Now I have to actually click.
Now we have to pay attention.
That's a bit of a
I have spent
design
these
swap.
past years in torment, trying
From
to
now
piece
on,
together
this
what
should not
remains
be
of
this.
fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Have you finished the game already?
Yes.
Okay. How long is it, more or less?
3 hours, I think.
It's not something we're gonna finish in one
I will
sitting.
endeavour to explain the
No.
events that led me to Ticehurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Leonard Shoulder. Now that's a name.
Yeah. Kind of odd and
What
still.
would you have to
The
be
letter
to
brought me
be
to the
called
isolated village of Bewley. deep
Shoulder in
the
a
woods.
village?
Well, that's a good question. It might have been a contamination of an older English word that sounded similar, but like was a job title, maybe?
It's possible.
No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Well, I guess we'll have to look at that letter then. To move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen.
And that's the only tutorial we're getting.
Okay.
But it's very standard point and click stuff.
Understood, so let's take a look at that letter. And that was... no. Yeah. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity.
Is it peeking or picking?
I'm not sure. Piquing.
Peeking your...
I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I've actually been researching barrows for a little bit as well.
Great! Perfect! I knew you would love this.
I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumour of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate a barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Dear Miss Bateman, marvellous news! I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey.
Any predictions you want to make?
He's dead.
To the Plough and Furrow
That's a
Inn.
nice prediction. Any others?
Excuse me.
Barrow's haunted.
I'm looking for the Plough.
How
and
long do you
Furrow
think it
Inn.
will be before
Do
we
you know where I
actually
can
interact
find
with the
it?
Barrow?
Aye, young lady. Leave the station and
By the
follow
end of the hour.
stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much. What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes.
Kind of
a
is,
local
yes.
but I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Fair enough.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Okay.
I think the exit is the...
Ah, yeah. Okay.
What brings you to Bewley?
That would be none of your
Beg your
business.
pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
I'm
So, yeah.
here to visit a local
They
landmark.
even give you
Hobbs Barrow.
a thinking
Hobbs
behind
Barrow?
probably what they've
I
written.
can't say I've heard of it. For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Bewley.
This is
if
like
you
Lara
ask me.
Croft showing up somewhere in
Better
Iraq
off
and
waiting
being
for the
like,
next
yeah,
train.
I'm going for a tomb here. Grave robber, are you? No, antiquary. Sure you are.
That was odd.
So follow this stone wall
Yeah.
for half a mile, right?
Yeah, it's quite a while.
Ooh.
A crow. Doesn't give a shit about the weather, apparently.
No. I mean, birds get to deal with the weather all the time anyway.
Look, it's the market square that was mentioned.
Yeah, and on the other side would be the inn.
Yes.
Yeah, there
Oh
we
look,
go.
the
Plough and
plough
furrow.
and furrow.
I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this?
You, sir, have too much to drink.
Yep.
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has
Yeah,
the
clearly you
finest
know.
ales in the whole I'll take you there if you like.
No, I don't.
I believe we are standing directly in front of it.
Oh,
It is weird to have this, like, kind of period piece thing and then have, like, synth music over it.
kiss now, won't
Ew,
you?
ew, ew, ew.
I love that your response is the exact same as mine was.
I mean, just a random drunk that is going all like... Let's go.
Dare you?
Hope that wakes him up a bit.
Wench. Whatever.
Bye!
I have probably been called worse.
Considering she's in a period piece on her own
I
to
should speak to the
excavate
innkeeper about a
in a
room.
far out village, I'm pretty sure she's been called out worse if she dares to do this shit.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem.
Hey, it's
£3
not the
per
problem.
night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Good afternoon.
Inventory.
Good afternoon, lass.
Payment.
How can I help you?
I was gonna ask about Leonard.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. Bye for now.
As you were.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And
I know,
Mr.
it's an
Bateman
excellent
be
name.
staying
Thomasina.
My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs.
I do like the phrasing. He's a man of an inexpensive taste.
No, thank you, sir.
That's a very kind way of saying he has shit taste.
Or saying he's practical. That's the toilet, so it's goes up here.
You're not likely to get lost in this game.
Oh, so
She'll do nicely.
they just immediately put you in the room.
Time to change
Yeah,
to
because there's
something
nothing to do in the
comfortable.
other. There would be nothing to do in the other place.
Oh, she's changing clothes. Oh,
Oh!
how boyish.
Yeah, what do you expect? She's here to excavate.
Yeah, true.
Are you going to excavate in like a multi-layered period
Quite
dress?
inside. Aside from that,
No.
the wardrobe is empty.
But I wonder if anyone in this village has ever seen a woman in pants before.
We'll see if anyone has comments.
This may come in handy.
Am I putting that in my pants? Yes.
Yes, you are.
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
So the jug of water is useful, but
A box within a box.
Yeah.
ooh, matchbox. That's always useful.
Complementary matches. Useful. There's only one match left, though.
Oh,
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Probably. Have you seen the weather?
yeah. Well, this is England. It's always like this. Those two don't seem to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Let's take a listen.
Hello, miss.
What you want?
I...
Bugger off.
Oh,
Hello, sir.
What?
I'm waiting here for a man named Leonard Shoulder. Do you know him?
I don't. Do you, love?
Never heard of him.
There you have it. Now clear off.
The local populace is entirely
Do
kind.
you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
So you say.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril.
maybe Cyril just enjoys knowing that the lady has some balls on her.
Maybe he does.
Do you know Mr.
But he does
Shoulder?
say Bewley's going to the
Your
dog.
business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as
Why
simple
would
as
it be
that, lass.
swarming
Why
with
not?
This
outsiders?
is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah, clearly.
To interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Whatever folks like me is.
Adventurous source from the city.
Good afternoon, sir.
No for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's no for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming. Good day, sir.
Wait. Yeah.
He's not really present.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
Yes, we
Far
have.
more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call
I
me an
wonder
explorer.
why that is.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
Me neither.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
Well, if you must know, I am what some people
Wow,
call
you're telling them a
barrow
lot.
digger.
A what?
A
A
barrow digger.
what?
In God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
I wonder why
aye,
people ever
you're a
made
grave
that. You're a grave robber.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than
So,
petty
if you're going to
grave
make a
robbery.
burial chamber,
sorts of
why would
relics
you,
do you find?
first of all,
Gold,
dig in,
silver,
build some
bronze?
walls,
Well,
and then cover all of that
rarely gold or
with
silver,
earth?
but treasures certainly.
That's a good
I've
question.
been excavating barrows all
But
over the
what I've
country.
been seeing is just kind of a matter of longevity.
It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities.
But there's
in
probably
Rural
some
England.
there's probably some ritual connection to it as well. But the funny thing is,
That is gonna be lost, of course.
it's a practice that we see all across the world, actually.
A site called Hobbs
Yeah.
Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nought about a Hobbs Barrow.
What can
Are you
tell
sure
me
you
about
haven't
you?
heard anything about that?
It's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to say.
How do you feel
lass.
about Leonard Shoulder
But
at the
St.
moment?
Edmund's Church is a fine
Sketchy.
building, worth a visit.
Of all the people here, I trust him the least.
He's not even here!
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll
Not in
tell you
life,
something.
lass.
Walls stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village.
He's right about
No
that.
doubt many a discovery
Boy, there
to
is
be made.
sights to
Mr.
see
Shoulder
here.
said the Barrow is well
during
known
the day.
locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
Apparently
Enjoying
not.
nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Oh, you stopped calling them
Indeed.
grave
He
robbers
would take me
already.
with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
He is dead. I knew it. I knew it.
We'll see, I guess. Maybe.
Where on earth is he?
I'm wondering
What
that
a
too,
waste of time this is
Thomasina.
turning out to be.
Where is that bastard? God, I could go for a drink now.
Oh,
Oh,
look.
guess who?
Evening there, miss.
Not Leonard Shoulder.
I just wanted to apologise for...
Oh, have you woken up a bit?
That slap. I'm sorry for my behaviour.
No shit, Sherlock.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
Yeah.
It's if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder, all right.
Do you know Mr.
If I
Shoulder?
may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying.
Why do you think she's here for
In
dating?
fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
What's your opinion? Earlier he was so drunk he wanted to kiss you.
I really don't think you need another.
Please,
No, you're already drunk.
come on, just one more. Don't you
It's
want
like
to
a
hear
child.
about Leonard Shoulder?
Well, yes.
Wet my whistle and I'll tell you everything there is to know.
Wet my whistle,
You
Jesus.
drive a hard bargain, Mr. Tillett.
Yes. Yes.
Not a very pleasant line, thank you.
Fine, guess we'll have to get him an ale.
Yeah,
This is
How can
non-optional.
I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
Could you water it down a bit? Not an
There we
option?
are. 2 pence,
Okay.
please.
Thank you.
We're quickly running out of money.
This
Well,
is the last
Pen-
of my money.
Oh!
Tomorrow with more funds.
Exactly. I don't know why this keeps being a thing in adventure games, but adventure game protagonists tend to have no money for some reason.
Thanking you. Oh, that's
Well,
the spot.
tell me about Leonard Shoulder, please.
Old Leonard Shoulder.
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh god. Dude!
Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken
Actually, we already have the
stupor.
solution for this in our inventory. We put it in our pants.
Of course. The fact that she's looking at you like, really? Really?
What the hell was that for?
You're gonna tell me about Leonard Shoulder!
Not Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass.
Please help! Be helpful!
Hold on another
You're the
minute.
only person wanting to talk to us anyway. These other 2 old fellas don't
This
wanna.
man is unbelievable.
Okay, he's off for a piss. A long ass piss.
He passed out on the toilet, didn't he?
Ugh.
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Yeah, we should. Totally should.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
my apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing.
Well, I'm already wearing pants. Oh, okay, there we go.
Excellent.
Ominous music?
Mr. Tillett?
Mr. Tillett?
Or is that the machine that I'm hearing?
I don't know what you're hearing. Because I don't have the audio.
I hear some sort of a low drone.
Yes,
Mr.
this
Tillett, are you in
toilet
there?
is fucking freaky. Not in there.
There's another
Tillett.
door.
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Did he just sprint off? Oh, nice cat.
Well, you're not Mr. Tillett.
Very clearly not.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from
Okay,
the
then.
outside.
Shall we take a look at the cat?
Okay, or oh,
I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur,
Better
are
go
you
check
out
the
there?
back alley.
Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
We will.
I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
fair enough.
I guess it's a stray. Nice weather, eh?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh. Ah.
Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that?
Where is he? Where's that little shit? Where's the piss stain?
Okay.
Did Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the toilet is
Who's
creepy
that
as
old
shit.
chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett.
We totally should do that.
I guess.
What's on the floor there?
Oh, looked like a mouse or something. Oh. Oh, it's a glove.
Pearly white gent's glove.
That's
It's
definitely.
certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was
Yeah.
wearing.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the guy to be wearing anything like
Does it
this.
smell like
Seems
chloroform?
rather out of place
Would be
here.
funny.
Peculiar.
Any further comments, madam? I think right click was the examine or something.
A fine white glove, gent's style.
No further
I found
comment.
it in the alleyway behind the plough and furrow.
Okay.
I suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise, the locals would be rolling them into their cellars.
Or at least Tillett would.
Sir?
Hello? Wait! Why are you walking away?
And their light went off, so that's also spooky. But I guess we're more focused on this.
The old man
Look
has
at the view.
disappeared into the darkness.
Yeah.
I'd best turn back to the inn.
What a landscape.
I don't wish to go knocking.
I don't
door
think
to
anyone's
door.
gonna answer if even if we did knock the door. They literally turned on the light.
Mm-hmm.
Turned off the light.
Mm-hmm.
Still no shoulder.
Last orders.
There we go.
I should get some sleep.
I agree,
Finding the missing men
Thomasina.
of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, because now there's 2 men missing, and maybe a 3rd one as well.
Beautiful.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow
Wait, third
at
one?
midday.
Well,
Oh,
that
yeah.
old guy that we were following.
We're missing shoulder, the random guy, and Tillett.
Yeah.
Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Yes.
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known
Perhaps.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
I would agree,
tomorrow. Don't mind
Thomasina.
the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
So Bewley is not going to the dogs?
Sure, Mr.
Apparently not.
Please call me
But it will soon!
Good night.
That
Stanley.
damn train will ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
It will ruin our nice pastoral village.
So, how many nightmares are we getting? Or are we gonna get a rock through the window?
Why is this your expectation?
Tintin.
Wait, rock through the window or the nightmare?
Oh! Door opens. I was gonna say yes. Ooh, the cats. Is that the stinky cats?
It is the stinky cat.
That's some kind of weird animation.
I would say that all of the close-ups are kind of weird, but I think it's intentional.
Yeah, there's some like strange, janky smoothness to it.
And I do think it's on purpose.
Mm.
Adventus! It took you half an hour to get through the first day.
Yeah.
What are what do you estimate are odds of finding Hobbs Barrows now?
None.
What about Leonard Shoulder?
Such horrid.
None.
Maybe today?
Stretch, stretch.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night.
And still the cat came in.
Yeah, somehow.
As I suspected. I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat.
Come on, the cat did nothing
Must say I'm
wrong.
relieved. Right then.
Right.
Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a
Is he
harmless
harmless though? Apparently he
He comes
stinks.
in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightening
Apparently.
things, Miss Bateman. I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. Crisp.
Better weather is always
Prepared a room
nice.
for your assistant. What time will
Considering
he
we're
be
in
arriving
Britain.
today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Such bravery.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
What be it?
Have I been rude?
Tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been
Why
honest
not?
with you, lass.
Are
I
you?
do know of
Ah.
this, but
I'll still notice. If it's merely that.
many yet. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left.
And it is your belief that Barrow is one of those
Old
stones.
Glenn Shoulder is
It's a lot of stones.
I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Why lie to me about Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here.
Maybe we'll
He
find
should be the
him.
one to tell you.
Maybe not.
I must say,
Maybe
Mr.
he's
Kemp,
dead.
This is all quite puzzling.
Maybe not.
I've never let local superstitions.
If he's dead, why would he be dead?
I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
Any opinion?
As I say,
Sorry.
seek
If
out
he's
Mr.
dead, why
Shoulder.
would he be dead?
He can tell you more.
Someone tried to keep him quiet.
Why must I be wary of
Interesting.
Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a
Or a curse.
certain reputation.
Nice.
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
He could literally be dead.
Where is Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass.
Yes,
I tend
they
not
are.
to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only
And
comes in
apparently
here to
he is
collect his post.
untrustworthy.
Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
I have a feeling we're gonna get chewed out a bunch again.
Well, I could go. Listen, I got tricked by this Mr. Shoulder,
Maybe fighting a battle.
but to get here, I'm looking for people who can help me find him and beat him up.
Single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it.
Maybe the guy on the right will beat him up for
All
you.
of it.
Hmm.
I have a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Map unlocked.
That basically means you can fast travel to certain locations.
Hello. My name is Thomasina, and you are...
None of your business.
That's none of your concern, love.
Oh, the locals are predictable.
Leonard Shoulder.
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard.
Nice.
Graves.
You're the grave digger.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. What can you tell me about the church?
There's a church.
It's a church.
Nice church.
What can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around
As I said
those
earlier,
things.
it's
You know of
pastoral.
local barrows then?
Concern yourself.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra! To the right there's nothing. Other than like the alleyway and the further up, but you
Yeah.
are not gonna get anything there. Just for your info.
Okay. A kitty.
It's a kitty with a sword! Oh my god, a sword! Yes!
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas. That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
The what now?
What is the lantern worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all.
Oh,
John Lambton thought he killed it
Kitty
at the
wing.
River Ware,
No.
but my father told me it still lives. We must all be
I think I've actually
Lantern worm is
ran
real,
into this
Douglas.
story on Wikipedia at some
Father just told
point.
us that.
Like that's an actual local
I
legend.
saw it slithering out by the
Somewhere,
back.
somewhere,
Giant eel it
out
were.
there,
I ran
in
home
the middle
so
of
fast I thought I
nowhere.
would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
No, it's
Douglas,
Petty!
this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
Do you like living in Bewley?
Yeah, I do. Are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in
Of course your father says that.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
Very important.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
I agree.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Sure you will.
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
You can talk to the girl
Good
as
day.
well.
Hello, miss.
Though she's
My name is
less
Thomasina.
thrilled to be talking to
What's
someone
yours?
than the kid, obviously.
Of
Betty.
course.
Nice to meet you, Betty. What are you up to?
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Well,
I
he's
wonder what it will
upgrading.
be next
Do
month.
you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
If he's upgrading, what is
Are
it
you
gonna be
sure?
next month?
Yes.
Guns!
What do you know of
Do you
Hobbs Barrow?
think there's already
Our
guns?
parents
Yeah.
don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Like, considering the fashion, this is the 1800s, hun.
Bye,
Yes,
miss.
but still.
Guns will be around.
With this village,
Oh,
with barely a train,
this village is another matter. Though,
have a concept of a gun.
there might be a few people with hunting rifles.
Also, don't bother with most of the houses. Again, just for your info.
That one was labeled, so
No one here.
was hoping that could help. The
That
church.
particular door is more world building
Good
for
day.
someone else.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye. Can I help you?
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Oh, someone who knows him.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors.
Oh, great.
Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred.
Born and bred.
Forge.
I don't think there's anyone here except us that isn't born and bred and live.
Well, I guess the innkeeper.
He's also born and bred here.
Well, he did say he worked. Well, he's at least been around of the country.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools.
Yup.
You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr.
Nice.
Crozier. Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days.
Of course.
There's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
Derby.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories.
Or however you pronounce that.
Yes,
Just any
Derby.
fucking... Any Britain village, it's like a fucking guess how you're going to be pronouncing it.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
Yay! Lucky us!
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Cabbages and potatoes, I'm guessing.
Let's go to that church then.
Hello.
What are... Oh, cakes.
Hello. Good day.
I could go
Would
for
you
a
like
cake.
to buy one of these cakes, pet?
What kind of cakes do you have?
I
Remember,
have
we don't
some
have money
lovely
anymore.
Bakewell puddings, the sweetest
As adventure
marriage
game
of
protagonists
almond and
do.
jam.
Mmm.
I can
Almond
tell
and
you're
jam
not
sounds
from
nice.
around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell
I can tell you're not from around here.
Well, maybe that's because you haven't seen this face
I'm not
before.
carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet.
You don't
I'm
know
sorry.
about her
I
Bakewell
can't give them
puddings,
away
so...
for free. The money
the
goes
giveaway,
to
apparently.
The church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's
So you
duty
claim,
to
madam?
the church.
I understand. My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know
Ooh,
Leonard.
quite paused,
do you
like,
have with him?
ooh.
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
Hold on.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish
Aw.
register.
Uh-huh.
He might be able to help you.
A clue.
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of
As
the
one is,
Lord.
apparently.
He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
We're
Sure to listen out for
currently
his merry whistling. Such a jolly
facing
man.
west.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Aye, that's all very right with me, lass.
Some accents, yes.
Yeah, I guess that's wood. She said pay attention to whistling. Ah, well, that was easy. Uh-oh.
All of the animations are very concerning, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh. You seem to have dropped something as well.
His glasses.
Ah. Did you eat a berry you weren't supposed to?
I wouldn't know.
Very,
Very sorry, yes. Yes, he is. The screen has a puzzle now.
Malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea.
He will tell you what to do, basically.
Young lady,
Tell me what you need.
let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Yay! We're still thinking in the humors. We don't have anything to cut with. But there
No.
might be options on the screen. Because you said he dropped something.
Yeah, he... Oh, we're gonna have to break his spectacles and then...
Oh, they're already broken.
Ouch! The
Ah,
broken lens is extremely sharp.
well,
Oh, wow, can we pick it up?
I guess we can if we use...
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove.
Okay. Ah, we have a napkin.
Yes.
And handkerchief.
A handkerchief.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
I'm sure she'll understand. She's so for this whole ordeal thing, yes.
Are you sure you want me
She
to
did
do
say
this?
she got it from her father.
It will cure me.
Can
of my
imagine her mother
ills.
not being a fan of it.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Yay! We just did bloodletting like it's the 1800s.
I think by then bloodletting was a bit out of vogue at least, but...
The thing is, this is related to the whole theory of the four humors.
Hmm?
God
This is normally related to the whole theory of the four humors.
Yeah, but that was getting
And-
out of vogue in the
The
1800s.
healing properties of bloodletting cannot be
Basically, the
overstated.
concept of modern germ theory would have had to have spread until
My
here
name is Thomasina Bailey.
But fuck
It's a pleasure to
Nowhereville.
meet you.
for it to get out of fashion.
Hmm.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten
Are you
berry.
sure?
That's all.
Seemed pretty
Big
intense.
blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering then, as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her
Why was
waters
she
break
not at
right
home?
there and then in that view.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Whatever.
Let's go find that
I'm looking for Mr.
asshole.
Leonard Shoulder.
Oh yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
Well, he's at least more
Do you know where
welcoming than
Mr.
most
Shoulder
people.
lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you.
Oh, how nice.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you're
Hey.
Will we find him?
news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
I can imagine.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
The
can't
second
say
to
I've
last
heard of
option
it.
is going.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
Are you sure?
Let's go
I'm
then.
ready to go
Yeah.
to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Yippee! I'm pretty sure he got better because he puked.
If the whole blackberry story adds up.
Yeah. What, do you think the bloodletting helped?
No.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our
The
palace.
Plancy suggests to me that she's originally French.
Excellent.
The Plancy.
Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
Every buttfuck nowhere village needs a woman like this.
Local woman bakes pastries. Everybody
For
goes
God.
with.
Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make dust our paper.
How's your Shakespeare, by the way?
Not good.
On the
Excellent.
bosom of the earth.
This man loves it.
Let's choose executors and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Oh god.
It's a quiz!
I'm gonna say Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman, but I'm afraid that passage is from
Ah.
Richard II.
You're shit out of luck.
The bard is one of my favorite pastimes.
So you say?
Follow me.
Random bench.
The vast expanse of God's creation.
Rather flat, isn't it?
The moors extend as
It's
far
an
as the mortal
expanse,
eye can
though.
see.
But there are hills in the distance.
Beautiful, is it not?
Look, the earth is round, that's why you can't see further.
Indeed, the moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a
Why would it be
godless
godless?
But
It
I
just
tell you,
exists.
He is found in all domains.
It's not like anything
Because
bad
it's
is happening here.
desolate.
Is all
There's
about
flowers,
us.
it's not that desolate. Look at the purple.
Miss Bateman,
What kind of flowers
do you
are
believe in
those?
God?
Yes.
I sensed a hesitation there.
No, I believe in...
Come now, I will not bring the fire and brimstone upon you for speaking your truth.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
The game is doing anything to stop me from meeting.
You're not meeting that Leonard shoulder today.
Out of the rain.
That's what the game is saying.
Oh, Mom's pregnant, it seems.
Is she?
She's holding her belly and it seems kind of big.
Or is she just standing like that?
Maybe it's possible, but
Remember what I told you?
I don't remember
right?
there being a sibling, so hence my confusion.
People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise.
Yes, Mommy.
Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good.
Oh, yes, Mother.
Don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
Instructions before you enter a place. Congratulations, child.
fair enough.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh, is he dead?
Daddy, wake up!
Yeah.
Mummy,
Why would he be in a hospital and dead?
He just died.
Good evening, Mr. Bateman.
Or he's in a
Hello,
coma.
little one.
Hello.
Thomasina.
yes?
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Oh, fully paralyzed
We
then,
will
I
do
guess.
our utmost to look after
And the
Mr. Bateman
coma.
here at Ticehurst.
Hmm.
He will have a nurse by his side at all times. I can assure you.
What sort of god would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
Was your daddy honest though?
Sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all.
Hmm.
Come along now.
I do find that an interesting thing to say to
Hello.
people where something bad happened and make them lose faith in God. It's like, God moves in mysterious
Who was
ways,
that?
but he definitely loves all of us.
Primitive folk make their home.
My life got shot on?
I suggest you keep
Is this
your
all you have to say?
Don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid. But we'll get to him soon enough. Now
Like, I can
take a look at
appreciate
this.
religion as like a storytelling device for people, but when its
Legend
response
has it
is
this
that,
cairn has
it
stood
feels
here for
inadequate.
Yeah.
1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
As we do.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while Father
Elder
Roach
Guy
was whistling
lives
away
quite a while
merrily.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Here we go. That actually doesn't look bad.
Here we
It's
are,
a small
Miss Bateman.
cottage, but
Unless
fair.
my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Well, I suppose he's a bachelor, so...
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods.
Are you gonna tell
She will
Mrs. de
only
Plancy
fret.
about it?
The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
No.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you.
Old lady,
See
you
if
don't need
Mr.
to know.
Shoulder is in.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Hello?
Mr. Shoulder, are you home? It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle.
Is the door unlocked? No. Is there a key under a rock or something like that? Or maybe in the...
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung, or still wet from last night's rain. That glove looks
I'll tell you, you
familiar.
can't
Oh
get into the house.
no!
I wonder if it matches the glove I
So there's
found
no way
behind
to get into the
panel
house.
furrow.
Okay. But, interesting.
The gloves are a pair.
So he
Mr.
was
Shoulder
there
wasn't there last
yesterday.
Didn't
Yeah,
he come inside to see me?
good question.
Slightly damp.
And it's
I had a
all
similar
been done.
one myself. So very warm.
Those old-fashioned long johns always have fascinated
I've
me.
no desire to lug
Because
a
they appear in
group
cartoons
without
very
the
often as
countryside.
well.
Mhm.
Like, at least in very early cartoons that...
Yeah.
What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures, those hens.
Aww. Hens are
Why
fine.
don't you like hens, Father?
I know I must love all of God's creatures, but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their talons claw at my boots.
But they mean no harm. And they provide eggs.
I cannot abide hens' eggs. They smell of sulfur when rotten.
Yeah. Then you should let them rot.
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewley rebuilt it to the best of their memories.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about such matters.
Is there a Mrs. Shoulder?
No. I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of celibacy.
What else do you know about Mr. Shoulder?
A reclusive man. I must say I know very little about him.
Does he attend services at St. Edmund's?
Also, we can also observe the
if at all,
thing.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here on the moors. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construct. The wind's blowing.
At least he must have
awful.
I already had those.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley. Though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself.
Does it now?
It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Othello?
Precisely, Miss Baker.
Ooh.
Well, we got one right.
What is your favourite of Shakespeare's works?
A very difficult question, Miss Bateman. But one I can answer, nonetheless. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
What the hell is
An
Cymbeline?
unusual choice.
I don't know that one.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote. Do you know that young girl we saw?
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. Good time.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were others like her.
Primitive folk, yes. Avoid the moors in hours of darkness and don't wander too far. I wouldn't entrust a young woman in their company.
What more can you tell me of these primitive folk?
Interesting, there's primitive people,
Yeah.
according to him.
Concern yourself with them. They live out there on the very edges of this land.
I know,
If you don't
according to
wander
us,
too
you
far,
guys are
you shouldn't
primitive,
cross
so
their path.
there's that.
You mentioned that Mrs. de Plancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to
So, honey, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
We cannot find Mr. Shoulder.
So,
We have no idea where Hobbs Barrow is.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Yeah, I would actually go back to the station and go like, well, Kenneth, turns out that this was a waste of time.
I think that's gonna trigger the next bit.
No sign of life.
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child.
How curious are you
I
on
myself
how
must
this
make my way back
continues?
home.
Kind of.
To attend to with the church.
Actually, let's go
Shall I
meet
accompany you
Kenneth.
back to Bewley?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
As I say, my child, Mr. Shoulder will make himself known. Do not lose faith.
I'm rather frustrated by this situation.
I would be
Now,
frustrated too.
Things move at a slower pace out here. Something you may not be so accustomed to. Come now, Miss Bateman.
Some people are desperate for a slower
Mr.
pace in this day and
Shoulder,
age.
You've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to
Yeah,
be
it's a
found.
bit of a question mark, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he was in town because we found his fucking glove.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
As I trudged
that
silently
that
back to
man
Bewley
that we tried to
across
follow
those
was
cold
him.
moors,
Yeah.
I made a new resolution.
Just a hunch, but you know.
Might be.
I would find Hobbs Barrow myself.
I'm trying to
with
not
or
spoil
without
anything
Mr.
for you.
Shoulder. The train. That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth?
My assistant.
I see. Well, Miss Bateman, I really must attend to some other matters. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
I know that saying.
Do you?
Yeah. But I don't know which one of these two it is. I'm going to guess Romeo and Juliet.
Correct.
Hey!
I shall say
Yay.
good night, till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
We did not succeed the Shakespeare quest entirely, but
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 is pretty nice. Let's see.
For someone who is like, at most read like 1 or 2, you know, Penguin Edition abridged versions.
We're dearly in need of some good luck.
No, I don't want Mr. Crozier, I want...
The exit is over here somewhere.
Ah, yeah. Bit of an odd placement.
Well, it's where the way is.
Mm-hmm. Follow the wall.
Well!
Hey! Mr. Tillett!
Kenneth? Where the fuck is Kenneth?
He was supposed to wait for me at the station. Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman.
Oh, you remember.
Last night and woke up with a stinking...
Yeah, of course.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder.
Oh,
you
dear
told me you
fucking
knew
God.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know.
Tillett, you're a
You
shithead.
said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me.
Yeah, but as they sometimes say, truth comes from the drunk's mouth.
Likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you?
I don't know.
A drink.
Just wanted a
Well, that's the thing. That's what you would
If
gain.
that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
Like, he could have literally said something useless as well.
Mm.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
Why?
The train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked
Oh.
the last train, Miss Babe.
That's nice.
Impossible.
Yes, it's possible.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few
Okay.
crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name
Oh,
on it, Miss
fucking
Bateman.
Lord.
Great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses.
No Kenneth for us.
Where is my crate now?
Mr.
New
Price
quest.
had all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where can I find Mr.
And I
Price?
think with this mystery
Just north
is a
of the
perfect
Barrow.
time
You'll see it.
to round up the video.
Yes, I guess.
Thank you.
They really enjoy sending you everywhere.
Farewell for now.
How are you feeling at this point?
I guess almost as frustrated as she is.
Are you curious where it's going?
Yes.
I was very curious when I was playing this. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
You can see why I was so curious?
It's setting up like 5 mysteries at once.
Yes, but it's doing a very good job of also tying them together
Yeah.
while setting them up.
And you said this game was like 3-4 hours or something?
Yeah.
I might play this on my own time.
Okay. See you next time, listeners. We have a surprise planned. We're going to go back to our childhood a bit.
Well, perhaps. We'll see about that one. But yes, see you next time, dear listeners. Hopefully a bit sooner.